Yo, it's good, guys. It's your boy Justin McCoy here. Here in this same place, same background, same environment, making another video for you guys. Today, I want to talk about my personal fitness journey. Now, if we want to talk about that, we got to go all the way back to where it first began. All right, before we get into this video, if you like nutrition and fitness content and you like my videos just in general, go ahead and press that subscribe button and that notification bell so that you are notified when I post new content. All right, let's get back to it. On July 30th, 2001, a boy was born. His name was Justin Emmanuel McCoy. All right, we ain't gotta go back that far, but you get what I'm saying. We gotta go back a little bit. I went vegan 6 years ago in January of 2016. It was actually my New Year's resolution, probably the first and my only New Year's resolution that was kept. So yeah. At this point, I was about 14 years old. I believe I was turning 15 in July. I had just lost a lot of my baby fat, as they called it. So I was a skinny kid. I had went from being 190 pounds at about 13 years old to 150 to about 160 pounds at 14 years old. About 14, 15 years old. I don't quite know the full, I don't remember exactly what my weight was, but that's kind of what I remember it being around. I didn't like being overweight, but I also didn't like being this skinny. It didn't make me feel great. I wasn't very confident in it, and I didn't know how to go about being the skinny kid out of nowhere. Because again, all my life up to that point, I was a little chubby, and then I get really skinny. So I decided that I was gonna start lifting weights. Interestingly enough, this was actually the same time that I decided to make my first YouTube channel. You guys probably wouldn't know about this YouTube channel. I'm really not gonna explain what this YouTube channel, I won't really show you guys what the YouTube channel was, but essentially it was a channel about lifting and lifestyle. So basically what this channel is, but much worse, because I wasn't good at it, nor did I really know how to edit or film or anything. I had an old camera off of Amazon. It was a mess. But I had vlogs to Hawaii. I did certain lifting in the gym, and I may roll that clip because it was very embarrassing. I was trying to lift a certain amount of weight, and I just completely failed that weight. And it was giving off ego lifting type vibes. So yeah, when I first started lifting, I wasn't very smart about it, and I was just kind of trying to lift as much as I could because I wanted to build muscle. I was definitely interested and eager to start lifting and actually get into it, but one, I was in high school, and two, I didn't have a license yet. So even if I wanted to go to the gym, there was a lot of things that had to fall into place for me to go to the gym. So my father was the one who took me to the gym. He took me to the Y. There are a couple Ys near me, YMCAs. So, he would have to take me. So he would have to be available. I would have to, be free. I wouldn't have to have homework. There's a whole lot of stuff that actually went into me being able to go to the gym. And again, I wasn't very experienced, so I was just throwing around weights. I didn't really know what I was doing. Now, let's fast forward to just about the summer before my senior year in high school. I still didn't go to the gym as much as I should have, but if I really needed to go to the gym, I believe at this point I could drive, so I could take myself to the gym. I didn't really have a car yet, but I could take myself to the gym, and I could, get a workout on. And at this point, I was a little more experienced. Yes, there was still a lot of ego lifting, I will admit it. I didn't know how to properly progressively overload, so when it came to let's say barbell squats or barbell deadlifts, if I was at 225, the next step was 315, when, now I know that you should kind of take it a little slower because you're not gonna be able to make that straight jump. It's a nice, again, progressive overload. You live, you learn, I've learned. So. By this point though, I had put on a decent amount of muscle. I won't say it's all muscle because of course, that's probably impossible just to put on muscle, but I did put on some fat too. But I got myself up to just around 180 pounds. Honestly, up until this point, everything was going pretty well. And then there was an unintentional bulk during my senior year of high school. I got chubby. Now, was it as bad as it was before? No, but I still put on unnecessary and unwanted weight. I was stressed because of school. I wasn't really going to the gym as much as I wanted to because I was part of the track team. So I was a student athlete, didn't really have that much time to do my own stuff. I would run track, do my homework. I had a job. There was a whole bunch of stuff in my life that just, it wasn't as easy for me to go to the gym. And honestly, I didn't go to the gym. It was maybe once or twice a week. Maybe if it was a good week, 3 times a week. But for the most part, I really didn't go to the gym that much. So I lost a lot of definition. I did put on a little bit of muscle, but not that much. So now after graduation, again, like I said, I put on this weight. So at this point, I was unhappy with the way I looked. And of course, it's a common theme common theme throughout my life. I was unhappy with the way I looked at certain points in my life. Right now, I'm definitely a little better with the way that I look. But at this point, in 2019, I was very unhappy with the way I looked. I didn't like the pictures. Like, I went on a trip. I didn't like the way I looked in my pictures. I didn't like the way I looked in, just any type of shirt. It was a whole mess. So this is when I decided to get serious about fitness. I created a plan and I got right into it. This is actually when I started to track my progress with the bod pod. So the bod pod test, I've gone over what that is. If you want a more in-depth explanation, I'm sure I can make another video. I'm sure I've explained it in other videos, but I can make another video on what it really is and how it really works. So here is the bod pod sheet of just a collection of all my data. You aren't really going to be able to see it. I've shown it in another video. So again, you can check out that video if you want, but I'm going to be reading it just to kind of help me here. So looking at the bod pod test of my first bod pod test, it was in September 2019. I was just around 194 pounds at 18.2% body fat. So 18.2% body fat kind of still puts me in that moderately lean category, but it's still on the higher end because moderately lean is about 12 to 20%. So, I was closer to the 20%. So I was kind of on the higher end. So here, I took that scan, I found my baseline, and it was time to get to work. I had lots of motivation. I was ready to go. I was like what do they call it? A horse out of the gate. I forgot the analogy, but when you jump out. Anyway, so I just started my freshman year of college. Actually, this was, I graduated high school, now I'm moving into my freshman year of college. And I had a pretty strict schedule. I was asleep at 10. I woke up at 6:30 to go to the gym, to get it going, to really get stronger. And honestly, it worked for a while, and it was looking delicious. I was getting gains. I was getting bigger. I felt stronger. Of course, still, it was that time where I was just trying to jump by, 45-pound plates instead of progressively overloading. But again, I learned. It's okay. I'm safe now. I'm a good lifter now. I'm a personal trainer. I've learned. Okay, I've learned. Everything was going great, and then COVID hit. As many of you guys know, with COVID came lockdown. So what does that mean for me? That means the gym is closed. I couldn't go to the gym. Everybody was buying all the weights online, so there weren't many weights available for me to buy. So I was stuck with about 25-pound weights at home. I created my own weights with a bamboo stick and cinder blocks, which you guys might actually have seen if you saw my first couple YouTube videos, because June of 2020 was when I started this YouTube channel. And I remember a couple videos I actually showed you guys my outdoor workout because, it's what I had. I had an outdoor gym. So basically, because I only had limited amount of weights, I decided this was a perfect time to cut. I didn't need to necessarily grow in strength. I just wanted to lose some fat and get my body weight down. It was a very successful cut. I mean, extremely successful. Since that 150-pound 15-year-old, this was the lightest I had been ever. Again, if you saw those videos, I was able to get myself down to just around, 180 pounds at 10.5% body fat. I was pretty lean. I was ripped, as they would say. Of course, I didn't have the biggest muscles, so I was ripped, but I was still kind of skinny. And again, here comes those. I didn't like being skinny. I didn't really enjoy it. Like it looked cool. It looked cool to be able to see all the definition, but I just felt small. I felt tiny. So after the summer, I decided that it was time to bulk back up, time to get some more muscle growth, time to gain some more weight, and it got out of control again. I don't know if you've picked up on it yet, but my fitness journey has had its ups and downs for sure. It's been a mess, but we're here. It's all that matters. So basically, I got really stressed because I was doing online school. I was losing a lot of motivation to, do online school. My sleep schedule was off. Yeah, it was just a mess. I really wasn't working out that much. I believe I actually talked about this in one of my other videos made in February, I believe. But February of last year, I just fell off, man. I was trying my best, but at some point I just lost the motivation to work out, motivation to do school, and I was struggling for sure. So basically, over that whole fall semester of school, the fall 2020 semester, or when I took the bod pod test in July of 2020, and then I took my next bod pod test in February of 2021, I'd gained 25 pounds. Now you may be saying, oh, that's good, Justin, as long as a lot of that was muscle. According to the numbers, I put on 8 pounds of muscle. So I gained 25 pounds and 8 pounds of muscle. 8 over 20, 8 over 25. I'm no mathematician, but that's not even half. So, the majority of that weight was fat. And honestly, I could see it. I had a big stomach, arms were still pretty little, compared to the rest of my body. It was hard to climb stairs. That's what really killed me. It was at that point that I realized that this was a bulk that went wrong. Because usually when I bulk, yes, it gets harder to climb stairs or whatever, but at some point you get used to that and it really isn't that hard. No, this one, it felt like I was out of shape. And I knew that I had taken the bulk too far or not done enough to maintain that bulk and kind of keep it under control. So basically, we decided that in February last year, we were gonna go on a cut. So again, if you saw that February video of last year, or if you saw that video from February last year, you would know that I was supposed to go on a cut. I did go on a cut, but it just didn't work. I wasn't disciplined enough. I really wasn't motivated to cut down. I really just wanted to eat food. So, I kind of more maintained weight. It wasn't necessarily a bad thing because I was still kind of gaining strength and I was gaining endurance. And, I actually got back in shape, but my weight didn't really move. If anything, it went up. And again, as I said, at first I was upset. I was upset that my weight wasn't moving because I didn't want to be, that weight anymore. But again, after I realized that it wasn't causing any harm to me and I actually was still growing in strength and growing in endurance, I just let it go and I let my body do what it needed to do. All this brings us to present day Justin. So as I said, I've used the last year as pretty much a year of maintenance. I did gain 10 pounds of weight, just 10 pounds in general, but of those 10 pounds, 8 pounds were muscle. So again, doing the math, 8 over 10 is more than half. It's 80%. That's easy math. So now, if we look at the overall change from 2019, September 2019 to January 2022, I've gained 21 pounds overall, and of those 21 pounds, I've gained 18 pounds of muscle. So yeah, I'm pretty happy with that, just change and just seeing how, consistency really has brought me success. Just kind of sticking with the plan and knowing that I'll have those ups and downs, and rolling with it as it goes. Of course, I've been listening to my body more lately, really caring about, how, the food that I eat makes me feel, or how even a cut makes me feel. If I feel like I'm just starving myself, I'm not gonna do it. Honestly, as much as I would like to lose weight, I'm not gonna put myself in a situation where I'm unhappy because I can't eat the foods that I wanna eat. I love food. You may know that. You may have figured that out by now, but I really do love food. It's one of the things that really make me happy, so I'm gonna eat. So yeah, right now, technically, I am on a cut. I am trying to cut down a little bit of weight for my race. It's not going as well as I want it to be, but I'm working with my body. I'm letting things flow. Again, I'm gaining strength, I'm gaining endurance, I'm getting faster, I'm getting stronger. I'm not so worried about the weight. I'm more so worried about my ability to run that race. This journey, this fitness journey, Justin McCoy's fitness journey, has been a long and difficult journey. But I have grown mentally and physically. So for that, I'm happy. I'm very happy with where I started and where I've come to. There's still more progress to make, for sure. I still have certain goals, especially with building muscle in my upper body. I feel like my lower body has taken the majority of that muscle mass. I would like to grow my upper body, but I know that it takes time, so I am willing to wait. I am willing to keep putting in that work. So yeah, guys, that was my fitness journey. If you enjoyed, if you felt inspired, I don't know if I'm inspirational, but if you felt encouraged to continue on your journey, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe button, notification bell, the usual. Don't ask much. I'm just trying to produce some content for you guys. I want you guys to enjoy the content that I make. So if you did enjoy, again, leave that like. Yeah, again, have a good one. And don't forget, keep shining.